Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks, Nessie. Welcome to Assembly today. It's a lovely Thursday. I want us to have enough time for Dr. Dineski to give his main presentation. We'll have announcements at the end. We'll go ahead and start with a word of prayer. I heard some of you guys have some tests. Do we have any other prayer requests? Some of you look tired. Okay, well, let's go ahead and start with the word of prayer, and then we'll hand over the time to Dr. Dineski. Let's pray. Lord, thank you so much for this day. Thank you, God, for the breath of life, and thank you, God, for the privilege of being able to study, being able to work, and live our lives. We are so grateful for all that we have, and we just ask that you be with our students as we're going through tests and quizzes and papers. We ask for extra strength. We ask for clarity of mind and good time management skills. We thank you, Lord, for Dr. Dineski, and ask that you be with him as he presents today. In Jesus' name, amen. I'd like to ask you all to give a warm welcome to Dr. Dineski, our English professor.
Thank you so much. Can you hear me? Okay. You are sitting so far back that I'm going to move closer to you. Okay. All right. I'm going to tell you about the QEP. So first slide, please, on that group. And some things about accreditation, because we all want to graduate and attend an accredited school. Give me a nod out there. Oh, terrible. We all want to attend and graduate from an accredited school. Give me some affirmation out there. All right. And so, the title of this talk is Night Readers, and that is the name of our QEP, the Quality Enhancement Plan of Southwestern Adventist University. Next slide, please. Okay. So we are accredited by an accrediting group called SACS, the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools. It grants accreditation not only to colleges, but also high schools and even elementary schools. So it's pretty much universal there that if you live in our region of the country, your school, if it's accredited, is going to be accredited by SACS. And they have rules as to what they want schools and universities like ours to do to maintain their accreditation. Next slide, please. We are coming up in February on the accreditation site visit. That means people from the SACS group are going to come to our campus, still looking at me, looking deep into my eyes. They will be on our campus in February, I think 12 through 16, and they're going to decide if we get and maintain our accreditation. Give me a nod out there. That is humongous, because you just agreed we do not want to be at a school that's not accredited, nor do we want to be placed on some kind of warning. Nods? Okay. And so we each need to do our part to make sure that we know what's going on with accreditation. And a part of that means you need to know what the QEP is about. These people who do the site visit will be interviewing students. It could be you. Okay? And even if they don't set up a formal interview with you, they could just be walking along the sidewalk as they are headed toward the cafeteria for lunch, and they see you, and they say, "What's the name of the QEP?" No, don't look at her. Night Readers. Okay? And I want everyone to know that. What's the name of our QEP? Thank you. Okay, next slide, please. And so the accreditation site team comes to look at two things. What we have been doing in the past 10 years, because they come and do a site visit every 10 years. So this was in 2015 that they last visited the campus like this. But they also want to know what you are going to do. Thanks, Emil. Thanks very much. They want to know what you are going to do in the future to make your university better. Okay? So part of it's looking at the past, and part of it is looking at the future. And the QEP is the future-related aspect of that. It's what we are going to do to try to make things better and to improve student learning outcomes. It's a 10-year plan, so we're going to have this QEP until the year 2035, long after you have graduated. Okay, so our name is Night Readers, and here are our goals. They're easy to remember. There's only 2 of them, and you could get asked about this. Goal number 1, to improve students' reading ability, especially for academic materials. Quick, without looking at the screen, what did I just say? Especially in, don't be glancing at that screen, academic materials, okay? And the second, which I hope is up there, to lower students' sense of reading anxiety. Studies have shown that if you don't feel that you read very well, despite whether you read well or not, if you don't feel that you read well, you're going to avoid it. By avoiding it, it's the exact opposite of how to improve. So if I have exercise anxiety, give me a nod out there, I kind of do, okay, I will avoid exercise, which is the exact opposite of what I need to do. So we want to lower your reading anxiety. Today, in a few minutes, we're going to be measuring that with a survey, okay, to see to what degree you feel anxious about your own reading ability. Now, to test or to measure SWAU students' reading ability, we give incoming freshmen only an assessment, the Nelson-Denny reading test. And I'm going to report on those scores to you now. So pay a special attention if you are a freshman. Okay? If you're a sophomore, you took this last year. If you're juniors and seniors, you have not taken this at all, but it still might have some applicability to the reading in general on our campus. So we assessed the freshmen before school began in freshman orientation, before classes ever began. And we're going to give another test at the end of the semester in week 15 to see the changes between before instruction and after. I hope to see that there are changes. Now please note that that test, the Nelson-Denny reading test, does not affect your placement in any way. It didn't affect what class you were placed in. It doesn't affect your GPA. It just simply doesn't affect you because we're not really assessing you particularly so much as we are assessing us, SWAU. Make sense? Okay. So I don't want you to think when I report to you that there are some scores that aren't so great, that your teachers are going to look differently at you if you're a freshman because they know your reading score, they don't. Right now, the only person in this world that knows your reading score is me. Okay? And I don't blab. If you want to know your reading score, like Ava did, who is in one of my classes, you can come and ask me privately. Now, that's only if you're a freshman, okay? So nobody else gets to know your particular score. But I will be telling you some things about the aggregated score, how freshmen did in general. And it's really quite interesting. The Nelson-Denny makes these scores easy to understand because it puts it on grade equivalent level. So what year right now are you in school? Quick. Yeah, but what, use a numeral. What grade would you be in if you were a freshman? 13. Okay. All right. So the target goal would be to have our freshmen score a 13 on the Nelson-Denny. Give me a nod on that. Okay? The average for vocabulary for this year's freshman was 12.34, which means the average freshman is about a year below where they're supposed to be. Dig what I'm saying there? Okay. In comprehension, the score was a little better, 12.79. That's sneaking quite up there and getting close to 13. Hooray. I did break it out by men and women. You might think that men, for some reason, whatever, read less than women and therefore are dragging down the composite score for all the SWAU freshmen. Not the case. There's almost no difference in vocabulary. Male average for vocabulary was 12.39. The female for vocabulary was 12.38. No difference. Freakishly, or maybe not, for comprehension, men comprehend their reading better than women do. Men, let me hear it. Women, come on. We're looking to you. Represent. Okay. So you are almost 3/4 of a year below the men in reading comprehension. Now remember, this is freshmen only, okay? So you can be sitting cocky if you're a sophomore or a junior or a senior and think that doesn't apply to me. It may, though. Okay, here are some sobering statistics. 47% of the freshmen read below the 11th grade level. 11th grade is junior in high school. So below that means sophomore in high school. Let me say that again, even though it's on the screen. 47% of freshmen read at or below a sophomore level in high school. Give me a nod that you've understood that stat. Okay. Now, before I move on, I don't want you thinking that I'm shaming you. This is just what it looks like everywhere in the United States. You dig? 2 days ago, maybe 3, I saw a YouTube video and it had to do with the reading crisis in America. And each year, the reading scores keep going down, 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 down. And this one was, how many freshmen are prepared to enter college? Okay, especially in reading. The percentage this year, and this was reading at the basic level. That's not advanced level. You're reading at the basic level, and there's one below that, which means you really ain't prepared. Okay? It was 67% nationwide. 10 years ago, it used to be 74%. You dig? It's just going down. So don't think that I'm trying to shame SWAU students. I'm not. You're just representing a bigger geographic, demographic trend that America really needs to strike out against. In other words, we need to do better. 31% of the freshmen are reading below 10. Okay? So what does the assessment mean? Well, one thing it means is we chose the right QEP. We need to work on this, and we're going to be doing that for the next 10 years. this plus 9. And remember, we're not assessing you as an individual. We are assessing us as a university. We want to make sure that we give you the tools to do well in school. Hearken unto me. Isis, we want you to graduate. If I don't give you the tools to graduate, that's kind of on me. If we admit you, Kaylee, and we did, and don't give you the tools to succeed, note my ifs, that's on me. With me? Okay. So our mission statement is we want to inspire knowledge, faith, and service through Christ-centered education. The knowledge bit I take to me. That's something I can do something directly about. And I'm trying to by standing up here in front of y'all and waggling my arms. Give me a nod. Okay. So what can you do to improve your reading ability? First, let me note that it can improve a lot. It's reported like you're on the reading at the 11th grade level, and you might think, well, how fast can I improve that up to level 13? Really fast. You could probably improve up to 2 level steps in a single semester if you put your mind to it. So just tell yourself, I ain't staying at an 11. When I do the post-test, it's only 4 weeks away. When I do the post-test, I'm scoring a 13. Give me some nods out there. Okay? Let me tell you some stories from students past. I'm going to talk about a specific guy. I'll call him A. A was admitted to the university when we still had something called the Summer Bridge Program. It was provisional admittance. It meant you weren't fully admitted until you came to a kind of preschool boot camp. I hate that term, but I guess I used it anyway. Where for 3 weeks they were just immersed in academics. Okay? They learned more about reading and writing and math. They learned the importance of socialization. They learned about SWAU as an institution and where to go for help. So A came as a summer bridge student. That means his high school GPA wasn't good, and his high school SAT or ACT tests weren't good. Are you with me? It ain't good. He just recently graduated from Loma Linda University with a master's in family counseling and psychology. He made virtually straight A's. It doesn't matter, guys, where you start. It matters where you end up. He didn't get bad scores in high school because he was stupid. You don't graduate with nearly a straight A from a master's program like at Loma Linda when you don't have the brain. He needed some help. Okay? So we are trying to help you in reading. And you also will be helping yourself. This probably is a mistake, but I'm going to do it anyway. Get out those phones. Let's see our phone usage. So, how much have I used my phone today? And what difference is it been this week from last week? Those are the 2 things I want to check out. So I'm going into my settings. And in my settings on my iPhone, and it may be different if you've got a Samsung or whatever, I'm going to screen time, but no matter what phone you have, you're going to get this kind of data at your fingertips. So far, my daily average this week is 2 hours and 50 minutes. 2 hours, 50 minutes. I'm on the phone. Any student out here, look at me, less than 5? You're less than 5? Give me a digital kaboot. Any less than 7s? I hope more hands go up. Hey, y'all, if you're like over 10, I wouldn't be too surprised. And let me suggest that one of the ways that you can improve your reading is less of this and more of this. Okay? So don't tell me, Dineski, I just don't have the time to read. You don't know my life. Well, I know where you are, and I know some of the stuff you're doing with your phone, and I bet it ain't on Kindle. Maybe it is for you, Krista. And some of mine is on Kindle. Ava will attest. Okay. So another thing that you can do is pay attention to the word of the day. Last year, we tested to see how students improved in vocabulary and comprehension. And much to my distress, vocabulary improved almost none last year. With me? You were 15 weeks older, and you had a full semester under your academic belts, but the vocab scores didn't change. I really want to change that stat this year. So you may have heard some of your profs talking about words or word of the day or emphasizing vocabulary more. I send a word of the day out over the email every morning. Just pay attention to it. It doesn't take that much time. Hey, you can get it on your phone. You are using it anyway. Just check out my word of the day. Add more words to your vocabulary. The more words you've got, the better you can communicate. Okay? You can also join book clubs. I'll show you some book clubs that you can join in a moment. And you can also read the assigned material for your classes. Give me an amen out there. We're going to survey you again at the end of the semester, not the semester, the year. And one of the questions we're going to ask is, what percentage of your assigned readings did you actually read? Are you following the question? What percentage of the assigned readings did you actually read? And this is on one of those Likert scales, like 25 or less, between 26 and 49, 50 to 74, nods, you get it. It probably won't be too surprising that about 2/3 of the students at SWAU were reading less than half of their assigned readings. Okay? So one of the things that you can do to improve your reading, just read the stuff assigned. And you can also join book clubs, and we have quite a few, and they seem to be doing better than ever. More people are attending book clubs, and there are more book clubs to choose from. So let me tell you about some. I'm doing one on what I call great books, and that means it has to be on somebody's list of the 100 greatest books ever written. With me there? So next time we're doing Animal Farm, I have plenty of room. I'll be happy to order you all the Animal Farms you want, okay, if you come to my book club. Okay? So if you're interested in Animal Farm, it's often assigned in high school, but don't be fooled. It's a very sophisticated book, limited vocabulary, but the ideas are really profound. And I'm looking forward to discussing Animal Farm. Eileen Ross has a book club. This was her most recent book, Problematic Summer Romance. The book club might have already met and talked about that book, so I ordered this morning their third book, Lessons in Chemistry. It ain't a chemistry textbook. Okay. It's a contemporary novel. So if you are interested in lessons in chemistry, check out Eileen Ross's book club. Kevin Roblero, I think, is on this book, a graphic novel of Hamlet. So if you've never read Hamlet and wonder what all the to-do is about that particular book, what better way than to look at the graphic novel of it? Yes, there are words in it, okay? So it counts. Business department is interested in this, and their next book is Why Business Matters to God. I love the title, and I think that says, and how to fix it, or something like that. And I really hearken unto the title of that book. There are other book clubs, including by Anjali. Sorry I misspelled your name, Anjali, if you're here. Okay. With the theme of just comfort reading. We just needed time to sit, relax, talk about something and not get stressed out. Okay. And so that's Anjali Ramala's. And Dr. Arthur Schwartz is systematically working through the Bible. So if you have always wanted to read the Bible but never have gotten a chance to kind of systematically do through it, I think they're either on Matthew or Mark right now, okay? So sorry about the Old Testament stuff, but you can pick that up and go to Arthur Schwartz's. You could also start your own book club on any theme that you want. Sci-fi love, fantasy, just let me know. QEP will purchase the books for you and anyone who comes to your group. You do not have to buy your own book. Just tell me the theme, tell me the title, tell me that you want to start a book club, and I'll start advertising it. Okay? And there is my email address, and so just let me know if you want to start a book club. Now, we have other assessments. Helpers, come forward. I need my volunteers. You too? I need more volunteers. Come on this way. They will be showing you a QR code that you need to scan. So just move where they are, okay, and scan that QR code, because this is the second assessment having to do with reading anxiety. This isn't going to take long, probably less than 8 minutes or so. So get your phones, scan the QR code. That's going to take you to a page where you have to demonstrate that you're not a robot. And once you pass that, you're going to be at a survey, which will ask some demographic questions, and then some questions about your attitudes toward reading. So make sure you scan that, and I'm going to pause now for about 5 minutes while you work on the survey. Go to that far back, this side, the left-hand side in the far back. I don't think everyone's gotten a chance to click on that. Thank you. Everyone in the back, if you haven't gotten the QR code, just raise your hand high. Thank you. Oh, yeah, you take it too, Ava. What number are you on, Christian? Soon you will be finishing. I'll give you 2 more minutes. Okay, I think most people are done. So look my way off your screens. You do not represent the entire student body of SWAU. You are only a portion of it, and not too big a portion. In other words, just look around you, and compared to the number of students there are, you can see that many people aren't at assembly. So I'm going to be sending this in other ways to try to get more student involvement. Give me a nod. The higher number of students, the more accurate my results. You dig? Okay. Now, when that comes out and students can do this, do not do it for the second time. If you've already done it, don't rescan. It won't stop you from doing that, but I don't want you to. Okay? So just do it once. Now a little quiz. Hey, Joseph, how's it going over there? Stan? What's the name of our QEP, man?
Night readers.
Oh, really good. And the side glance, I didn't even notice it. Okay. Name one of our goals for the QEP.
To improve our level of reading.
Can you remember the second? To lower, starts with an A.
Reading anxiety.
Lower reading anxiety. Okay. You can do a lot to improve your own reading. Name one thing you can do.
The word of the day.
Pay attention to the word of the day. Hit me with another. What can you do?
Use textbooks.
Read your assigned books. That's going to help a lot. Join a book club. Okay? So thank you for paying attention. I appreciate it. I will be reporting to you, probably not in assembly, but somewhere about the results of the reading attitude survey, both the pre-test and the post-test that I do at the end of the year. You'll want to know that kind of stuff. And I'll be telling you about the post-test on the reading skills too. So I'm keeping you informed. Okay? We're going to pray, and then there can be announcements. All right? So bow your heads with me. God, we are very grateful that you have brought us here, and we know that that is not an accident. You have not left it to fate that we are here, including that I am here. I pray that you will help us find our mission while we are here. And we are thankful to be a part of that, even if right now we don't know what it is. And we pray that you can help us improve our talents and skills and abilities so that we can continue to be servants of you. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay, if there are announcements, come up front to that mic, I think. Yeah? Okay.
Can we give Dr. Dineski a warm round of applause?
Thank you.
Testing. Thanks so much. Thank you so much, Dr. Dineski, for teaching us a little bit more about QEP. I'm going to ask that if you have an announcement, you quickly make your way up here. Erilyn, Billy, Nylea, we'll have you three go first. Erilyn's going to announce on behalf of enrollment, and then we'll have Nylea with the Psych Ed Club and Billy with our Afterglow.
Hi, guys. Okay, so I just want to remind you that tonight from 7:30 to 9:30, we have registration at the cafeteria. So if you haven't finished registering for your classes and you want to have the professors and stuff, everyone help you finish that, I would recommend doing that. I will be there because I've not finished, so we'll see you guys there, 7:30 to 9:30 in the cafeteria.
Hi, I'm up here on behalf of the Psych Ed Club. We are going to be hosting a watercolor paint night on Tuesday in the Student Center at 7. If you don't want to paint, you're not artsy, we will have a movie playing, we'll have popcorn and hot cocoa, so please come join us. This is open to all majors.
And hey guys, I just want to let you know that there will be Afterglow this week. We'll be hosted by the Alumni Association at the Hops Museum. There's going to be snacks, fire pits, music, hot chocolate, cider. So see you guys there after Vespers this Friday.
Okay, give them a round of applause. Yes, great. I'm going to invite Timothy and Mrs. Grady to come up. And Evan, where's Evan? Evan, okay, Evan, you're going to be after them.
Hello, good afternoon, SWAU. So yes, we have three main announcements today. The first one is about our Veggie Burger fundraiser. So we are trying to fundraise money for helping the people, students, especially people like you, to go and support the people and the nation of Navajo. So next Sunday, November 16th at 4:30 all the way to 6:30, we'll be selling burgers. And for a fully loaded burger, you get drinks, desserts, and also fries and everything. It'll be $12. So it's at the Student Center. Come on out if you're hungry. Can we go to the next slide, please? Yes, thank you. This is about the East Cleburne Community Center. This is one of the new projects that we have started. So next month, December 1st, from 5:30 to 8 p.m., we will take some good homemade food and just enjoy the time with the kids, make them play some sports, and also feed them. So if you're interested, please scan the QR code over there. And the last one is about the Live Food Bank that is happening this Saturday. It is at 11:15 at the Annex. So if you're free again, come over this coming Saturday, 11:15 at the Annex. Thank you.
And this next Wednesday coming up, will be our last Women at the Well for this semester. And it's going to be a very special one and a very important topic. We've got Pastor Deidre Leiba here. She's going to be speaking on understanding the gift of boundaries. And we have a very special treat. One of our employees is going to be cooking for us that night. She's from India. She'll be cooking us that day. She'll be cooking us a wonderful Indian food. So Women at the Well meets next Wednesday at 12. Thank you.
Hello, I have a few SLAD announcements for us today. Do we have the slides for those? I might have sent them in too late. Okay, I'm going to take that as no. So we have a couple of SLAD events we're having this weekend. So Saturday, we have Sabbath School as usual, right after Elevate. But then in the evening, we are going to have SWAU. That's going to be at 5:30. It's going to be a fireside SWAU. Oh, perfect. So we'll start with this one. So we have Table Talk. This is going to happen 6:30. It's going to be right after the Veggie Burger fundraiser ends. So this is going to be Table Talk. It's going to be in Missions. They're just going to be talking about grief. It's going to be a good discussion. You guys can come together and talk about that. And then we do have Sabbath School, which they're still going over the book of Romans. It's going to be in the Hops Museum, and it's right after Elevate. Go to there. So there's SWAU. So this Saturday we have SWAU, and I believe this is our second SWAU? Third SWAU. So this is going to be our third SWAU. It's going to be at 5:30 at the Duck Pond. It's going to be a fireside SWAU. If it does rain out, it's going to go to the auditorium, correct? Yes. So it's going to go to the auditorium. Afterwards, there's going to be food there. Really fun. Who doesn't like fire? All right, next slide. Women's ministry. So it's every Tuesday at 5, but this next week, women's ministry, they're making prayer bracelets. They're also going to have ramen. So if you're interested in that, that's going to be Tuesday. And then Wednesday, we have Wednesday night worship. Starting this week, tomorrow morning, SLAD is going to start sending out emails to y'all. Okay, these emails are going to go from Friday to Thursday. It's going to cover all the events they have. It's going to have volunteer opportunities. Oh, there is this. Let's talk about this real quick. So we're going to have a Christmas choir. We want as many people as we want to come and sing. So if you can sing, we want you, okay? Scan the QR code, sign up. If you have questions, talk to Tyler. Hey, Tyler, can you stand up real quick? Oh, there he is. Tyler's right there. Yeah, let's get over Tyler. Talk to Tyler if you want to join the choir, or talk to Tyler if you want some good competition in tennis, all right? He's pretty good. He's pretty good. So scan the QR code if you want to sing. Anyways, back to the emails. We're going to be sending out emails every single Friday morning. The thing is, these emails have so much information on them, you guys should totally look at them. But to motivate you further to look at it, we have a quiz at the bottom of the emails. Okay, we have a quiz. Whoever gets the highest score first, okay, so there's 10 questions. So if you get a 10 out of 10, the first person to get the 10 questions right will announce the winner on Sunday on the Instagram. If you win, you get $10, okay, guys? Yeah, $10. Come on over to the SLAT office, and you'll get your $10. So look out for that email. It's going to be tomorrow morning. Guys, trust me, this quiz, it's so easy. You guys got that. It's easy.
Let's give Evan a round of applause. Can we go back to our women's basketball slide? We have a Lady Knights game tonight at 6 p.m. They usually send it out through your emails when we have our athletic events. So you guys go out and support our student athletes, man. They're out there representing for you guys. We'd love for you guys to cheer for them. We also have a Palau mission trip coming up. For those of you who are interested, it's with our education department and our athletics. I have been on some mission trips and some trips with Dean Tay, and they're pretty fun. So you guys want to come with us? We're going after school at Let's Out after graduation, 3 days after graduation, May 13th to the 23rd. We're going to Palau. Do you know what they do in Palau? They scuba dive. Y'all trying to scuba dive? I mean, after we do the hard work and stuff, So if you guys are interested, we are going to collect our deposits after Thanksgiving break. All right, guys, have a great day. Thank you so much. You're dismissed.